because of the fear of failing, they choose not to even try the thing out.
Pressure is a part of life. Sadness is a part of life.
So true.
All those are fleeting moments. You don't magnify them over the journey. You are a David trying to do this thing in Saul's armor, and it doesn't work like that. People have told me that I'm making music in my dialect and it will not go far. Failure is a mirage.
Yeah, I think I enjoy listening to stuff.
Beautiful. Thank you, man.
I tend to enjoy listening to, in fact, I'm already even learning how to speak the language.
When it comes to my dreams and my visions, I have coconut head.
So, welcome.
Thank you.
It's so nice having you as our guest.
Man, the pleasure is all mine. When the call came through that we're going to do this, I got excited to be part of this. I see what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I see what you're building. And I pray for God's speed, accuracy, and let the world hear it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember...
Black line.
So I remember the first time seeing you.
Yeah.
I've heard about you when I was in school.
Yeah.
I'd never experienced you.
Wow.
So the first time
He said experience me. Wow.
So the first time I saw you was at Nigeria Idol 2021.
Oh, yeah.
I think I even had to watch it because you were on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
So I've known you by many things.
Oh, wow.
You over the years. And we'd like our viewers, our audience to understand the person.
Okay, so one of the most complex questions I've had to answer over the years is tell us about yourself. I feel like it is complex because I'm a person of many colors, right? So I first of all say that I'm a human being that has decided to find expression in any way that I feel to find expression at every point.
Okay.
A jack of many trades, not all trades, because nobody has it all, right? So professionally, by my educational, by the secular education space, I was trained to be a lawyer.
Okay.
And I'm a practicing lawyer for 11 years now. By aptitude, I'm a creative.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the creative space, I've ventured into music, which is one of the things I do majorly. I'm a creative graphic designer, a digital marketer, and all the surrounding things around it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and at the moment, I practice in the space of not the legal practice now, the other thing. I have ventured into administration. I've been doing that for 5 years now. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a deputy rector of a private polytechnic in Nasarawa State. So, yeah. A lot of things.
Just one person.
We're doing them all.
Awesome. Talking about your music, can you just drive us into the background of your music, how it started?
Yeah, sure. The story will always be the same. I mean, I feel so grateful that I was born into the church, right? And I started music in the church.
Okay.
And I'm still making music.
Where was that?
A lot of years ago. Decades ago.
Okay, awesome.
Over 3 decades ago.
Wow.
You know. You are still in heaven.
Yeah, probably.
It's such an honor to be here. Yeah, so I know for a fact that I decided to start doing music right from when I was in primary school. I think primary 5 or thereabout, because I've always seen myself doing this. And this is not one of those everyday stories that you hear. I've always seen myself doing this. I remember pictures of me in my head singing to sunflowers behind the house. So I've always wanted to do this. And when I got to secondary school, that was when it became clearer that, there is a path here that I can follow as someone that has a very valid and fertile imagination. And it became much more of a thing when I went to do my diploma in law in University of Jos. We formed a group, but we already had a group in secondary school. So that group now exposed me to the outer world, and the journey kept going like that, the highs and the lows, ups and downs. I was in the choir in school. I used to represent my hostel during solo singing. And then, it grew up to the Uncaged tour. Thank you.
And on page has been doing so well.
It's been doing so well. Yes, it's been doing so well. In fact, I can't wait for us to have a conversation about that. I can't wait.
Okay, so on Still the Music, yeah?
Yeah.
And I know that you're more focused on singing in your dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah? But still global.
Yeah.
So can you just tell us why do you choose to, because I've seen you perform, I've seen the excellence, I've seen the mastery at it. Why do you choose to go with the dialect?
So let me first of all tell every creator or every creative that is in the space of music or creating visual content that from today, begin to tell yourself that you're a global creator creating from your space, right? So why I've decided to venture into what I ventured into. I was on Nigerian Idol season 6 and over 100 of us were selected. But when we were, brought down to like the top 30 something, I sat in the same space with the likes of Kingdom, Francis Atela, Akuna, and I heard them do what I could do, but maybe 10 times better. Bro. At that point, it felt like, yo, bro, what else do you bring to the table? I was telling one of the elder statesman in Nasarawa State, I was telling him the other day, his name is Yakubu Lamai. I was telling him that I don't think I'll ever be a better vocalist than Whitney Houston or Aretha Franklin. I don't think so. I can't sing blues and jazz and R&B better than them. What can I do better than them? I can't speak Egon.
So true.
I can create music in my dialect. They don't know how to speak my dialect. Let me just divert a little. People are, jittery and scared over the AI thing. Tell them until the day AI begins to sing in Egon, I won't go out of the market.
That's true.
That experience from Nigerian Idol shaped who I have become. Pastor Ice was saying yesterday during the Uncaged curtain call, he was saying that he has seen me metamorphose, and I agree. I started with contemporary gospel, R&B and soul. Beautiful. And then I ventured into folk and soul, which is what I do right now. And even the folk and soul, I transformed into contemporary African folk and soul, where I make music in Egon language. The inspiration behind what I do, and that is not me boxing myself. I can do what I want to do. But I figured out that this is by conviction what I am to do right now. And if I wake up tomorrow and I get the leading to venture into reggae music, then we go there.
Awesome. Yeah. I think it boils down to just staying on your specific knowledge.
Beautiful.
Understanding that there can just be only one of you.
You can't be everything to everybody.
Yes.
But you can be something to some people, right? And the problem is, a lot of the time, we're more about a large audience. Christ had a major 12.
True.
He reached out to 5,000. He fed plenty people. But he had a major 12. He went viral. But let's talk about, who do we call? Let's talk about Matthew. Matthew wasn't as viral as Christ.
Yeah, true.
So exactly. Now the idea is a lot of people focus on the more global audience and end up becoming frustrated. Many years ago, right, I got inspired from the story of David and Saul, as we were discussing earlier. David went to meet Saul. I was like, yo, I would like to, face this uncircumcised Philistine. And Saul was like, this boy, as small as you are. So when they got together, he said, oh yeah, bring the armor. And they brought the armor. And when David wore it, he was not used to it. And guess what? That young boy fought the fight with what? His rope, his sling and stone. I figured out that Agbutun, you are a David trying to do this thing in Saul's armor, and it doesn't work like that. You have to find what you're doing, then focus on those you are called for. And interestingly, a lot of times they don't come until you start. Start. Uncaged taught me that.
Sure. So and I also think that it's just everybody understanding that they have their own weapon of war.
Exactly. Like you've been accustomed to a certain way of doing things and stay with it. The problem might just boil down to our minds and fear of or lack of audacity to go out there. When I started Uncaged, I told myself, okay, so the last edition, the one we just finished, was the one I went with a full band. Every other uncaged I went for, from Alliance Française du Jos to Institut Français du Nigeria, Mamba Bistro, everywhere I went with just my guitar. I went upstate with just my guitar.
Yeah, I see.
Beautiful, with two people that never met me before. And I sang in my dialect to them. It's just the audacity to start from.
Yeah, and I'm not really, I'm growing up, I tried to be as Western as I could. But now, I think I enjoy listening to stuff from people.
Beautiful.
Like
thank you, man.
I tend to enjoy listening to, in fact, I'm already even learning how to speak the language just because of how much you just craft it.
You know how I got to do the song with Simi Dele? Someone had been listening to the Egon songs that I put out before. I reached out to me. I was like, yo, I like your language. There's a songwriting gig for a language that is not popular. Would you want to jump? I was like, yo, let's do this. And I found out, it was Simi Dele that was singing in. You know, it starts from somewhere. For every generation, every bloodline, there's always someone that moves the notch or, steps them up. And I'm saying this to anyone watching this, right? You might just be the person, but you just want to be another American or another European.
You see me there.
Forgetting that you're an African. So just take the courage and go out there.
And just talking about the song with Simi Dele.
Yeah.
Sometimes those steps might be one of your biggest hits.
I tell you, I'm not such a person that is driven by numbers, but I tell you right now that the version I wrote for her might just hit 1 million streams soon. And you never can tell. It now forms a big part of my portfolio. I may not say everything on camera, but someone reached out to me from Canada on the same strength of the same project. So they're working on the film, and I might just land the score job for the film because I decided to do what God has given me in my heart to do. So.
Okay, so it's awesome to hear you speak about what you love doing.
Thank you, man.
And it's really something. It's really nice. It's really awesome to watch you do your thing.
Thanks, man.
I believe that everybody sometimes we just still have a form of fear, self-doubt, and all of this stuff. Do you ever feel pressured to conform to the norm?
Bro, I gave it 10-second silence to that part because as far as you've decided to go out there, outside your comfort zone to do something, pressure is a part of life, bro. But the ability to resist it, the ability to resist pressure against all odds, man. Pressure is everywhere, bro.
True.
Even us getting ourselves to sit down here, it's pressure.
So true.
So growing up is teaching me a lot of things, right? And one of the things is, and I'll say this, failure is a part of life.
Yeah.
Pressure is a part of life.
True.
Sadness is a part of life.
So true.
All those are fleeting moments. You don't magnify them over the journey. It's like traveling from here to Lagos. There are parts of the trip where you would be pressed, where you have a headache, motion sickness, and all of those things. Will you stop on the road and give up on the journey?
No, just keep going.
It's the same thing. So pressure has been there. Pressure, financial pressure from naysayers. Some people still don't believe that what you're doing is valid. Like you're wasting your life, you're wasting resources and all of that, and let it be.
So, but how have you been able to handle this over the years?
Okay, so for pressure, I've trained myself to cope with it, right? I know that it's going to come, but I know that it won't come to stay. It just comes to test your resilience and your focus. So whenever I'm planning something, whether it's recording or what you may have, I plan for pressure, and I just get it done.
So you hinted on my next question where you spoke about naysayers.
Oh.
And yesterday attending your concerts.
Yeah.
You made mention of how 3 days back, you had some naysayers.
Yes.
How's it been?
You know that I would like to answer that by starting like this. So if you ever thrive on validation from people, you are wasting your life.
So,
because the people you want to validate you the most will fail you.
So
a group of people that I really, really was looking forward to, you know, having validate what we are working on, gave me capital no's and tried to stop the show. But I told them it wasn't going to happen. So how I handle that, you know that I'm making music, right?
Yeah.
And the naysayers are like making their own music. So how I handle it, I project my music louder than theirs. Then I send them to the background as the backup singers. You know, I just have learned to shut them out. Then I've learned to draw strength from them.
Yeah.
For anyone that tells me no, Baba, this is not negative confession, but when it comes to my dreams and my visions, I have coconut head. I've just learned to send them to the background. I promise you, some of the people I love so much that I always dream to have validation from them have not validated what I'm doing till today. But the biggest validation that I have is the conviction that I have that God has sent me on this path. And if it doesn't work, I would die not regretting that I lived it. I don't dream of becoming a legend. I dream of dying empty.
Word.
Yeah, I dream of dying empty. And that is like the undertone of everything I do. When I set my heart to do it, I want to do it so that when the last breath I take is after then, I died empty, you know. So it's very important to echo this out there. Don't fear failing. Fear dying with potential. Yeah.
Like Mas Moore will say, it says, the grave is the richest place.
Richest place. I mean, you die in a way that when you die, you will float easily.
Yeah.
You want to go down there.
So true.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, especially the young guys around, they fear failure so much, and they just keep themselves in a cocoon where they just, because of the fear of failing, they choose not to even try a thing out.
And if any of them is watching us right now, I think you can't trivialize what they feel, right? It is valid.
Yes.
Fear is valid. It is real, like our skin.
It's real.
So what I always tell people like that is hang around people that will push you in a subtle way to be who you want to be. If I ever feel a negative energy or a negative vibe from someone, I disconnect and find a positive space to stay in. I promise you, use the model of Christ as an example. I like to bring that up. He had a 12, then he had an inner carcass.
Yeah.
Do that to yourself. Push yourself out. Failure is a mirage.
Yeah.
You know how you're traveling on the road, then you can't wait to get to your destination and you're looking at the front of the car and you're seeing water, like, you know, on the coulter.
Yeah.
And when you get there, there's nothing there. That's what failure is. It is a mirage. It doesn't exist. It's just your hormones scaring you.
Yeah.
So, but when you take the step, it comes to life.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's also talk about conformity. In the music space right now, there are people that with the whole right now Afrobeat is popping and people advise to go with the trend, don't they? And all of these things. How do you handle this to stay on path?
Bro, so you talk about what I hear every day. I'm going to make a post about it on my social space very soon.
Watch out.
Yeah, Agbutsun everywhere. And people have told me that I'm making music in my dialect and it will not go far. People have told me that I'm making not pop music, not Afrobeat music and all of that. It may not go far and all of that. But I tell them that the heart of what I do is the mandate. The mandate that I have is to execute what I have. I've not been called to be viral. I've been called to execute what I've been sent to do. So if what I've been sent to do is such that it wouldn't give you virality, I go with it. So the conformity thing hasn't really hit on me like that. The conformity thing hasn't hit on me like that because I'm more focused on the goal, like Apostle Paul would say. Focus on the goal for the prize, So I'm pressing on towards the, would I say I have felt like venturing into Afrobeat? Like I said, I can decide to wake up tomorrow. If the call goes to Afrobeat, I'll do it. But right now, the conviction and everything is in this space. And I love what I'm doing now with all of my heart, with all of the fiber in my body. I love what I'm doing right now. So the pressure is not so much.
Okay. From where I'm picking, it's being confident enough in the mission.
Your sound, I'm talking to the musicians now. It can apply to anybody. You could be a filmmaker. There's this guy, I'm trying to remember his name, I'll catch it. His form of storytelling in filmmaking is different. A lot of young persons are focused on going viral, but we're not all called to go viral. And because of that, they tend to tilt towards, conformity. They want to bend and become something that they are not to gain acceptance. So beyond acceptance, like you said, I re-echoed, focus on the mandate and the message, and
as you're just saying this, I just remember the parable of the guys with talents.
They weren't giving the same.
They weren't giving the same.
Exactly.
So it's just to know, you measure yourself to your capacity.
Beautiful. Be a steward at what you've been given. The one that was given and went to hide it. That's not how it should be.
And that's because of fear.
Fear. What the master demands from us is service, proper stewardship, and let's pay attention to the thing and be creative. He didn't tell them what to do.
Sure.
He just gave them and traveled.
So with the whole how the discussion has been going, what's that one thing you would like them to just get from everything we've said? Like the community to get from everything we've said?
Look, guys, when we say just be you, it has a lot of undertones to it. Just be who you were created to be. The world needs that. Stop trying to become someone else. When we say this a lot of the time, people think we're just saying it.
We've seen that person you're trying to be.
Like the world needs you. Right. We have a lot of other people. We don't want another Lecrae, another Nathaniel Bassey. We want you. You. People will tell you no, they don't want you. At some point, they will accept it. When I heard guys singing Efwabmo and Song of Unity yesterday, I had a tear in my eye because it's just like 2 years now and people learned. I saw an Igbo lady singing Efwabmo. Can you imagine? And you just said you are learning. So just do that thing. Just do it. Be you.
If I'm left to continue, I will go longer.
We can just go for hours.
But do you have anything you're working on the pipeline right now that you'd like us to know?
I'm working on a lot of things. I'm working on the next 2 projects that I have because I like to be proactive. One of the reasons why I like to be proactive, the master might just say, it's time to go.
Not time.
Working on the next 2 projects that I have going on. We've not named them yet, but as we go on, we'll let you know.
Right.
And I just want to comment what you guys are doing with Blackline.
Thank you.
I mean, I see the vision. We're talking about it earlier. And I see what you guys are doing. Guys, watch out for Blackline. No pressure. No pressure. Thanks for having me. And I look forward to working more with you guys. I mean, you guys have styled me quite a number of times.
Yes, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks, man.